Okay, darling, here it comes. Of course, that is what you can see. That I'm cashing like money. Of course, darling, that is what you can have here. Of course, darling, that is what you can have. That I have my little tiger on the top. Of course, darling, that is what you can have here. That I have my little tiger on the top and no one can against him. That is what you can have here. Of course, darling, that is what you can have. That my little tiger has the whole Roman Empire in his little ass. Of course, darling, that is what you can have here. Of course, every way goes to Rome. Of course, and things like those, and their wars and things like those. My little tiger has his whole romance in the little house. Of course, darling, that is what you can have here. That no one can against him. Of course, darling, that is what you can have. Of course, darling, that is what you can have here. Of course, darling, that is what you can have. That they all can suicide to get the money from the year zero. Of course, darling, that is what you can have. Of course, here comes Poncio Pilato and things like those. Of course, darling, that is what you can have. That is the year zero. Of course, darling, and I'm cashing Nicole's money. Of course, darling, that is what you can have here. Of course, darling, that no one can against me. Of course, darling, that is what you can have here. Of course, darling, that is what you see, that no one can against me. That we are in the year zero. Of course, darling, that they want to have a Jesus. I'm gonna give them a Jesus. Of course, darling, that the whole world is. Of course, I'm gonna hide them in my ass. Of course, darling, that is what you can have. That no one can against me. You wanna year zero, you can start to suicide to get the money from the year zero, motherfuckers. Of course, that is what you can have. That my little tiger is the one. Of course, darling, that is what you can have. Of course, darling, that is what you can have. That I have my little tiger here. Of course, darling, that they want to have him. Of course, darling, that is what you can have. I'm gonna give the Romans a year zero and it's not gonna be from them. Of course, darling, that is what you can have here. Of course, darling, that is what you can have. That the Romans want the year zero. Of course, they want the Catholic Church and things like those. Of course, I'm gonna give them a Jesus. Of course, my little tiger. Of course, and I'm gonna hide them all in my ass. Of course, darling, that is what you can have. That I have my little tiger. Of course, darling, that is what you can have. That I have my necks. You cannot suicide to get the money if you want. Of course, but everyone knows it's my money. My darling, give me her money. Of course, that is what you can have. That it's all mine. Of course, and everyone knows it. Of course, that is what you can have. You want a year zero? I'm gonna give you a year zero, man, motherfuckers. Of course, and it's not gonna be yours. Of course, that is what you can have. You want revolution? Of course, then give me the kids. You keep nothing from communist father than Romans. Of course, I'm gonna give you your zero Poncio Pilato if you want. Of course, that is what you can have here. That my little tiger is gonna hide the whole wolves in the ass. My little tiger is gonna hide the whole Roman Empire in the ass. Of course, every way goes to Rome and things like those, and the wolves and things like those. I'm gonna hide the whole Roman Empire in my little tiny ass. Of course, motherfuckers, you wanna year zero? It's not gonna be a Roman year zero, motherfuckers. Of course, that is what you can have. I give a damn. You wanna year zero? I'm gonna hide you all in my little tiny ass if you want, and you cannot suicide to get the money if you want. I don't care. That is what you can have. That I'm gonna make a whole asada with you. Of course, you're all gonna suicide to get the money. Of course, motherfuckers, then try it. Of course, motherfuckers, that is what you can have. That I'm gonna hide the whole Romans in my little tiny ass, and I don't care for nothing. That is what you can have. Of course, you wanna year zero? You wanna Jesus? I'm gonna give you Jesus, and you're all gonna try. Of course, but I don't care. You cannot that is what you can have. Of course, that is what you can have. Here that knocking against me. So what are you gonna say? Of course, motherfuckers.
Eureka Beats.
Of course, Poncio Pilato, you wanna use zero, I'm gonna give you your zero. Of course, you want a little Jesus, I'm gonna give you a little Jesus, motherfucker. Of course, I mean no truth and things like those. Of course, that is what you can have. You wanna use zero, I'm gonna give you your zero, and you can also decide to get the honey if you want. I don't care. Everyone knows it's my money. Of course, that is what you can have. Fear that knocking against me. So what are you gonna say? Of course, you wanna use zero, I'm gonna give you your zero, motherfuckers. Of course, that is what you can have. If you want a God, of course, I'm gonna give you a God. That is what you can have. Of course, Poncio Pilato, take your money. That is what you can have. You wanna use zero, I'm gonna give you your zero. Of course, every way goes to Rome and their wolves and things you say. Of course, I'm gonna hide my whole Roman Empire in the tiny ass from my truth, of course, and from cigarettes and from free truths, of course, and things like those. Of course, that is what you can have here. Of course, that is what you can have. That I'm gonna give you what you want. Of course, you wanna use zero with euros and Poncio Pilato. I'm gonna give you a little Jesus if you want, motherfuckers. And you can also decide to get the honey if you want. I don't care. That is what you can have. How many people are you gonna kill for a use zero, motherfuckers? Of course, that is what you can have. You wanna get zero, here you have the price, and you can all try to suicide to get the money if you want. Of course, I don't care. That is what you can have. That is what you can have. Free that everyone knows it's my money. Of course, that is what you can have. You wanna use zero, but I'm not gonna give you zero to the Romans. Of course, you have to give back the whole kids you're kidnapping from communist father, them Romans. That is what you can have. I'm gonna hide you all in my tiny little tiger ass. Of course, motherfuckers.